All right, we're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an STS Pod Club production. I'm BT, and that is RynoJB. How you doing on a fine, hot Saturday?
I'm doing great. Like you said, it's another Saturday, another blessing from Memphis Wrestling. Let's go.
Man, well, I'm excited to talk about this show. Real excited about it. I even called Dustin a few minutes ago before we started recording here to say something about the ending. I'll talk about that. So first of all, tomorrow, Big Con is going to be there. Remember him. He was with the
Ascension.
There we go. Easy for you to say. And guys, if you remember him, there's a tag team. They was doing really good in NXT, and they kind of got when they went to WWE, people thought they were Road Warriors ripoffs. I liked them. They were good wrestlers.
I like them too.
Should be fun to see what they do with Big Con. WTF this past week, news desk, as we always do the first week or second week there. And we also got coming up this week, we have the Austin Lane's Best of the Best, episode 2, and we watch Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit, and you'll be able to watch that on the main feed and also on Championship Wrestling for Memphis main YouTube feed. So there you go. All right, let's get started. If you have never watched us or listened to us, we do hits, misses, MVP, question of the week. What do you look forward to the most for next week and must see? We're going to start with you, Rhino. What's your hits?
My hits this week goes a little something like this. We saw the Skimmerhorns versus the Posse here, kicking the show off with not the titles on the line, but Briar on the line. BT, I loved it. The match went the distance. The Posse. You know, I was watching this match and I'm thinking, man, the Posse's getting away with murder over here. These guys were supposed to be kicked out of the company. Then they come back and start kidnapping people. This has got to stop, but who is going to stop the Posse? They did lose that match, and Briar is finally free, able to go home, enjoy a dinner, get something to eat, finally. Not only that, but we saw Ben Bishop cut one hell of a promo, Martin attacking him, and maybe a little bit of a rivalry starting right there as Martin trying to prove that he's the big man of Memphis wrestling. I really enjoyed that. You also saw Derek King versus Van Vicious. Now, this is what I loved about this. We saw Van Vicious get the W here, but I don't think this is over with just yet. This is long-term storytelling, and I think that you're a fan of this one here, BT. Derek King and Van Vicious, they've known each other for quite some time. They were working with each other when we first started Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, they came out. They came out. If you watch, we got some stuff talking about that on the first on Shooting Star, the next episode, we watched the first episode, and we have. Wow. And I'll talk about that. That long storytelling is awesome for these guys. So.
Yeah, they're doing a great job with it. Congratulations to Van Vicious getting the W there. But also after the match, the crowd with a bit of an applause for Derek King there as he was left in the ring. I cannot wait to see what continues with this one. He should have got the W, hit that beautiful super kick. We also saw Triple R versus the remarkable Ryan Rembrandt, Triple R versus Zicky Two Belts. That's what I got to call him, BT.
Oh no,
they had a great match. I wonder, how did you feel about the arm drags? I'm sure you'll tell us. But another thing that I noticed, more charisma from Triple R. He's really getting comfortable out there, really showing more character every week. He's great in the ring, and I think he's really shining with that charisma there. We also saw Buff Bagwell and Memphis Wrestling rebuilding Buff, and I'm all for it. I'm really happy to see Buff Bagwell making his stops and making Memphis one of them. But also, he brought out the one and only Big John Dalton. I had to represent again. I wore this once before I had to wear it again as Big John Dalton. As he made his debut, did you see the support? Did you hear the crowd?
Man, it was crazy. That was crazy.
He's got a lot of fans already and hasn't even had a match. This guy's going to be a star. I'm telling you. Not only that, though, Buff Bagwell called out Mike Anthony, which might not be the smartest thing to do. King Cobra came out fighting Mike Anthony to try and stop him from fighting Buff Bagwell. And BT, I'm not sure how it ended. I'm going to have to find out. We're going to have to make this a quick show because I'm going to have to see what is going down on YouTube where the fight continues between King Cobra and Mike Anthony. I got to see what happens next there.
Yeah,
those are my hits.
Yeah, just awesome. Pretty much the same stuff I put here. Posse Skims, good match. Love the way they showed everything behind the scenes with, and then kid wrestling helping. I love the finish. Martin came out, punched the big man, Ben Bishop, who did a fairly good interview, as you said. But we still have Martin. I thought we was going to have Precious. Well, no, we still got Martin. It's kind of like he just wants to fight every big man now. I thought two of the things you talked about, DK and Van Vicious's match, two things that really stand out is there's a punch early, and I don't know if he hit him a little too hard or what, but he bails out of the ring. I'm going to try to put that on the video, so if you're hearing us talk, hopefully the video pops up there. And that super kick at the end, always perfect. I thought Triple R and Zicky did a very, very good match. There is something that he's not the only one that did the arm drag thing. I've been in the crowd with, or been backstage when one of my friends was trying to do the whole match with an arm drag, about an arm drag. And that was about what Ziggy was doing. Good build for the finish, and then boom, the finish. I thought that was a really solid match. Loved the Buff Bagwell angle with King Cobra. This is something we talked about, long-term storytelling. King Cobra's been the legend. He didn't get in the ring the first week, not the second week. He waited for a long time to do something, and then it's just a real slow build. Also with Mike Anthony, Mike Anthony snubbed him a couple of times, and then Mike just goes crazy, starts pushing everybody. Loved every bit of it, and I called Dustin as it was happening, and I said, I hate to admit this to you, but I got chills when Big John got that huge pop from everyone. It was crazy. The crowd was super loud, and we knew there was going to be something there, and I did not see Cobra punching anybody. I thought maybe they would beat him up real quick. Love everything that happened with that angle. All right, what was your misses for the week?
Well, it might surprise you. I actually have a couple instead of just one. The tag titles not being on the line. Now, I understand that they had a little bit of leverage with Breyer, so they didn't have to. I get the psychology behind it, but I really wanted to see it all on the line. Hopefully there will be another match where they can go for the tag team titles, but that was a miss for me. And there were no women matches at all. As a matter of fact, I don't think there was a single women's segment. So that was a miss for me. I would like to see, I think we got one of the best women's divisions out there. I would like to continue seeing more on that on every episode. So those are my misses this week.
All right. Well, looking at me, man, Brad took a hard bump on his head. I had that as a miss as he did the dive. I had to rewind, watch it a couple times. I don't know if he hurt himself, put a lump on his head or what, but man, that was he actually did hit him enough so he could sell, but he landed right on the back of his head. I thought it was weird until everything happened, but we had the main event going to the ring, and there was 29 minutes left on the program, and I thought, Triple R, Zicky's going to go 29. I put that as a miss, but it wasn't because we had so much fun at the end, leaving plenty of time for that angle with Buff Bagwell. So there you go. Just pretty much my landing on your head, Ron Brad. I hope you're okay, man. MVP for the week. Who's your MVP?
My MVP this week is going to be Zicky Dice. Every time he comes, it's a lot of fun. The crowd is really into it. And I believe he just makes the program look that much better and everyone that he steps in the ring with. So this week, the internet champion, Zicky Dice.
All right, man. I'm going to. I almost gave it to Big John Dalton because of the big reaction, huge reaction. And then I thought to myself, he's probably going to get MVP many times down the road here on Rollin Into Mempho. If this guy has the following that he has, and just I don't know how to say it. It is baby face charisma. That's the best thing I can say. He's got it. But my MVP for the week that made me pop more was when King Cobra started punching on Mike Anthony, and I was selling. I was going, "Go Cobra, go!" I was screaming at the screen just like a big fan. So I really did enjoy that. So King Cobra is my MVP of the week. All right, it's time for question of the week. It's for me and you, JB. So here we go. All right, question of the week. This is for BT and JB. Fun question last week with y'all booking Big Con. How about booking this? This is from Twitchy Dice. Twitchy Dice 901. I love that. Dice has the title now. Zicky Dice has the internet title. Who do you want him to defend the title against? Who do we want him to put the belt against?
In Memphis Wrestling or just in general?
In general, in Memphis Wrestling, I'm going to pick Memphis Wrestling, and I got something to say about the belt.
Ooh, I would love to see Uncle Mikey as the internet champion. I think that he is perfect for the internet. I think the internet would love him. And him and Zicky, they've already had an epic match. But if I had to pick someone from Memphis Wrestling, I think that fits Uncle Mikey right there.
All right. I went another direction with the Big Swole because they're doing so much with them.
Oh, yeah.
Big Swole. I think Mikey and Big Swole both have something going on when it comes to the internet champion. I want them to do more with this internet title. I want us to see matches with Zicky all over the place. Put it on a YouTube, even if he's at a house show, get someone to film it. Hey, he defended the belt, blah, blah, blah. I just want to see more when it comes
maybe Big John Dalton.
Oh, yeah. I don't, I don't know how far he is or when he'll be ready or any of that. So it's kind of interesting to see what they do. But he is a big guy. I wish the best for him. He got a huge reaction. All right, guys. Question of the week. It's call 501-232-1701 or email us at stspodclub@gmail. You can ask me. You can ask JB. You can ask Dustin. You can ask. We hadn't been able to get a hold of Diana again, but hopefully we can have her.
She's Hollywood, man. She's Hollywood.
Maybe that's it. Man. That was question of the week. All right. We are at. What do you look forward to the most for next week?
Next week, I'm looking forward to the most the women in action. I am taking a guess that the women will be in action, and that's what I'm looking forward to right there.
All right. I want to know where we're going from, the posse going from here, and you had mentioned a title match with the Skimmerhorns. This is when the Skimmerhorns posse feud has been a long time, too. They started this with the Skims being heels and the posses being babyface. So, and what happens with Cobra and Mike Anthony? Now, let me tell you, a legend coming in. He usually does a tag match where he makes the hot tag, boom, boom, boom. But he got a huge pop today. I see him getting a huge pop if they ever do something like that. Who would be on Cobra's side? Who would be on Mike's side? It'll be fun to see. I'm looking forward to see what they do with Cobra and Mike Anthony. All right, we're up to what is your must-see for the week?
I got a couple of them. The internet title match I thought was really, really good and must-see. Just damn good between Triple R, Zicky Two Belts, and also Buff Bagwell confronting Mike Anthony with the pop, Cobra coming out. That whole segment right there, must-see as well. So those are my two must-see this week.
I'm going with, I thought that match was really good, but I'm going with just the Buff angle. I got, like I said, I got chills when the whole crowd was getting behind Dalton there. I love the start of that all the way through it. I mean, we still got Buff. If he gets well, he can actually jump in there and help out something, at least a hot tag or something. But I love this whole angle. It smelled like Memphis Wrestling. That's what it did. It reminded me of the old school. Anyone that watched that and did not like it, who is a new fan and says, I want the old school Memphis Wrestling. That was a Memphis Wrestling moment. Excellent. Big thumbs up to everybody on the booking committee for that. All right, man. We'll be here next Saturday. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
Me too.